Hi there. I'm glad you stopped by the porch. 3, 2, 1. You know, it's tricky to get everything you want in life, and it's even trickier when you have a partner or even a family. But we are going to give you 3 tips on how to work together to get the most of a house, because that's what we love to do. We're realtors, and we are friends. We're Coldwell Banker Realtors. I'm Sylvia Four.
Linda Hollington.
And Sherry Darmanine, and welcome to the porch.
Yes, and when you get started in the process of looking, you can get real frustrated going house to house to house to house and trying to go back and think and compare the houses. So one of the tips that we're talking about is making a list. If you're by yourself, you only have to worry about your list. If you have a husband or a partner, then you need to come up with a combined list that you agree on. These are the things I really have to have if I'm going to put my money out for a house, and that will help you compare.
Yeah, that's correct. You need to look at your list and consider the things that you must have, things that you want to have without a massive investment.
Yeah.
What is your heavyweight list? What is your real need, I should say? That's how I go by it, is take those things and prioritize, combine your list of 10 or more items of must-haves.
Okay, so like you made a list, then your partner made a list, then you combine the list of the 10 most important for both of you. Okay, and then figure out the priority of each of that one list that the two of you have come together. So that's when you start saying, well, number 4 or number 5, if we had to make a choice. So you're doing this all before you start house hunting.
Correct.
So it puts your must-haves into the right order for all of you.
And it really helps when you get out there and you go home, you start thinking about what you looked at. Maybe you looked at 3 houses today, so you have your list of how do they compare. And Sylvia suggested that you could use like they do at the eye appointment. Do you like 2 better, 3 better, 4 better, 5 better? That's one way to do it.
Yeah, kind of weight them. Well, that's it. Those are 3 tips. But here's one piece of advice that we all think is pretty important. Bring that list with you to your house showings, because this is not the time to try to look cool and you don't need it and you're going to remember everything. That's not the case. We get distracted by things that look fantastic, great showing, great presentation, or we get a little distracted by some cosmetic things that maybe aren't up to snuff, but the house is perfect for you. So just keep in mind, this is a big investment, and it's not the time to just breeze through and look cool.
Yeah, no, this is the time that you need to be sure that your must-haves are accommodated. And what about if you find something that's worth the splurge? That's something to consider,
Yeah.
And it's really easy when you're going. It even happens to me in houses. I go and I think, wow,
Yeah.
I got to have that. I think, where did they get this? Where did they get that? And it kind of becomes like an obsession, and you kind of block out everything else. So you have to really watch for that.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely. It's very, very expensive to change or add some things that are off the list. If you find something that you would love to have, you got to look at the costs involved. Is that going to skew your investment?
Okay.
Yeah, knowing that you can afford it is very important, because you're going to have other costs, and stuff like that. And you want to make sure that it's on both of your lists if you do have a partner.
Right. That's very important. So, also, if you can make this splurge, if you can afford it, as you say, but if you both would feel it would be incomplete, the house would just be incomplete for you both. I think that's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to keep consistent with the price or your budget point. You don't want to be house poor because you have to have a certain cosmetic addition that's going to be massively expensive. You need to consider all aspects, the financing of it, as well as what you want to have as far as decor is concerned.
So if you're thinking you can afford a splurge, think about it beforehand, before you get razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, and it's possible maybe if it's really something you want, a pool comes to mind, that you can sacrifice maybe someplace else
There you go.
to have it.
Yeah.
It's all give and take.
Right.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this segment of the Porch 321. We enjoy doing this, and we enjoy it so much that we would like you to please watch our YouTube channel and do me a big favor. And what is that? It's to like and subscribe.
There
So
you go.
please subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook as well. Thank you all very much for coming to the Porch 321. Have a good
Bye
day.
now.